Hi everyone, welcome back. And in this video, I wanted to give you some information on the 5 mistakes that I made as a business analyst when I started out my career. So, without any delay, let's get into it. So, the very first mistake I made was I said yes to everything. So, saying yes to everything is not bad, I would say, but often doing that would lead to a little complications. So when you say you as a business analyst, you are going to deal with multiple stakeholders. It's going to be the internal stakeholders, your product owners, the management, or it's going to be the clients that you're going to interact with. Everyone are going to give you some requirements. Okay, they are going to execute their authority over you. So at that time, you would have a lot of requirements for your product coming in. You as a business analyst or product analyst, you need to prioritize as to which requirement needs to go when. Okay, so if you're going to say yes to everything, say okay, yes, I'm going to do it, at that time you're overloading your plate, you're biting more than what you can chew. So at that point of time, you also commit saying that yes, I'll be able to do it, and then later on you would not be able to accomplish it, your team will not be able to complete that particular requirement, and then that's going to become a failure, and ultimately it's going to cause a lot of I would say trust, that they're going to lose trust on you, because they'll know later on that yes, you'll say yes, but then you're not going to deliver it. You'll come up with some excuses. So it's always better to prioritize. Once you have your requirements and your features prioritized, later on you can explain to the people saying that why now you would not be able to take up a particular feature, you would not be able to execute something because of the tasks you already have in hand. So by this, you would also be cut and right, as well as people will know what to expect from you. This is the same that goes even to the clients. So when clients come up to you and want to add more features into the current sprint, it's always best to first let them know how much your team can take up per sprint. Explain the velocity, explain how much can be done at that time, so that everyone is aware of what to expect. By that, you also will have your items prioritized and you would not overcommit. The second mistake that I made was not looking beyond the BA scope. So, as a business analyst, I also thought it's good to be a product owner also. So, don't always, if you're someone who's aspiring to be a product owner, then don't always look at the BA, within the BA limits. Because generally, if you interact with clients, you're going to get requirements from the clients. And at that time, once you get the requirements, you would just execute what the client needs. But look more beyond than that. Okay, anyone can do this type of work. Okay, I would say that, because I've seen people from the development team also go and get requirements and execute and develop it and go and hand it over to the clients. So the actual essence of a business analyst is when they are able to analyze something. Okay, they should be able to analyze why a feature is being built, why it's being built a particular way and not this way. They should be able to question, they should be able to understand the entire value the feature is going to provide to the customer. So this is where you need to bring in your business analyst and your analysis skills. So don't limit yourself within the particular scope and say this is what I got, so this is what I have to do. It's not always like that. Question, ask questions as to why are we doing it this way, why this particular feature now. Okay, what could be a better solution than this? This is where you need to bring in more of your analysis skills. So that's the second mistake I made. I always thought that this is the requirement I'm getting, let's just do this. Why I need to know what value I'm providing? But you need to always understand it from that perspective. The third mistake that I made was making assumptions. That's the biggest mistake I made, and there were feedbacks that were given also. So, as a business analyst, you should never make any assumptions as to, okay, this might be the solution, this might be what the client wants, this might be the outcome of this particular process. Don't assume. It's always best to get it validated by the stakeholders or the clients and then proceed. But assumptions can lead you into really big problems and loopholes. So never make assumptions. Get clarification on whatever doubt you have. Get sign offs. This is something that you have to follow so that you would not land up in any ditches. And the fourth one is smart requirements. So it's in connection with the first one, what I said, saying yes to everything. I was not aware much of what was an epic and what were features. So what happened was I said yes, and then I found that that was too big to execute. Later on, it's then when I understood that I was dealing with an epic, a huge chunk of work that had to really be broken down. But the team wanted that huge chunk of work. So always when you get a requirement, try to see if it's smart. So I've taken a video on what is smart and how it helps business analysts. So try to understand if your requirements are smart enough, break it down into features, make it independent so that you can size it in terms of time, effort, and cost, and then you can go out with executing those features. Don't deal with large chunks of epics as a feature. Break it down, break it down. This is something I would tell you. And the last one is focusing on design aspects. Yes, that's a huge mistake I made. As a business analyst, you can provide some feedback, okay, but never focus on product designs. That's a huge mistake you'll be doing. Leave it to the UX designers, to the UI designers. That is their job. You can always provide suggestions, but that is not your responsibility. Just see whenever you get a feature, see whether the functional aspects are being captured and the user is able to complete that particular task with that UI, and that's more than enough. But never give any design suggestions. Keep your wireframes at a high level, because when you go in detail, that's going to create chaos. So these are five mistakes that I made, and I hope that even if you are a new business analyst or you already have experience for making this mistake, try to avoid this. I found this very useful once I corrected these mistakes. So I hope this video was useful. So if you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to this channel, and also do share your feedbacks. Thank you.